Nope, you won't hear a lot of multisyllabic words from these two morons, but you are going to hear a lot of four-letter words. They're going to get explicit. So hide the kids.
It's not the size of the PTO, it's what you do with it.
It's how strong the shaft is. Is that what you're trying to say? You got to have a big, long, hard shaft to do the job.
Oh, God, we are as juvenile as it gets.
Pretty much, yeah.
We have a pool in the back, a pool and a pond. I mean, the pond will be good for you, the nice guys on business. Most days, they take their meds. This is not one of those days. Welcome to Fuckery with the Nice Guys. No interviews, no business content. Just your two favorite slack-jawed mouth breathers ranting about whatever. Now, strap yourselves in for Nice Guys Fuckery with the kings of fuckery, Doug Sandler and Strickland Bonner.
It's never important.
I know. Do I ever have anything to tell you important before we start?
Well, I wasn't 100% sure. You said you had a book out of the customer service, out of Doug's customer service book. So I wasn't sure if it was literally out of my book or if it's something that you needed to set up with me first, or you just wanted to go. Because when Strickland has a topic, you just sit back and watch him go.
Set up. That would indicate that we actually do some planning here on the Nice Guys on Business, and that never happens. So welcome back. My name is Strickland Bonner. On the other side of the microphone, Mr. Doug Sandler. Let's get it right out of the way so I don't forget it.
Well, I am of course enjoying my
Michelob Ultra, your glass of heavy water there. Yeah, exactly.
I wonder what costs more, the bottle or the beer that goes in it,
or to print the label. That's probably is it. Yeah.
Very
so
true.
no, I had a good customer service experience today that, out of your book, figuratively, because of course, over the top, great customer service is what you're all about. Figure if we're going to sneak in some business advice, let's do it early and then move on quickly. Right.
Well, I was chastised because we are called the Nice Guys on Business. And somebody had said to me recently, you really didn't even talk about business on your show. And I said, it says, Steve O'Brien, right at the intro, says, today is Friday and it's Friday Fuckery Day. You will not be getting any business advice today. So I really forgot about that while I was having this conversation with him. But now that I think about it, I just heard the intro. Go back and listen if you were listening, Nice Guy community. It says, no business, just fuckery today.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. You just got to pay attention. Everybody skips through the intro. I mean, come on, it's Steve O'Brien. How can you skip through that?
Don't skip through the most important part of the episode. Oh, he's kind of.
I got my Nice Guys on Business mug.
Nice. Hey, did you? Was today the first time that you played the merch ad officially at the beginning of the episode?
Oh, yes. I was going to say today as in today. No, today as in the day this is out. Yes, exactly. 100%.
All right. So not only have you had a double dose of Steve O'Brien already, but now you've realized what the important part of the episode is. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your customer service story. Okay.
No, I appreciate that. I need to double check and make sure that the
dynamic.
What is it? Exactly. The dynamic is working because, Potatize is so on top of things. Yeah.
Oh, God. So we know our accountant doesn't listen to this show, right?
Gosh, I hope not.
I mean, after last week's rant, I'm sure that if they do, they already know that they're just a ticking time bomb waiting to explode.
Exactly.
Strickland had a very nice call with that. I've already gotten a follow-up email by the partner of the person that you met with. It's always good. They've set up a little routine for us to upload some documents so that they can become familiar with what we do. So far, even though we haven't even hired them officially, so far, I'm liking what I am seeing so far.
I agree 100%. It's all about customer service.
Is he Hawaiian?
No.
He's either Hawaiian or Asian, or I don't know if that's a racist comment, but he's something other than just.
And how do you know? Did you see a picture? Did you have a Zoom with him already?
I saw his first name. So then I went to the website and I saw on the About Me page, it's a picture of her and then a picture of him. And I think they're married, right? The two of them are married.
Yes. And I met with her. Her parents are Romanian. So she's first generation American. So he Maybe. I honestly don't know.
I got it. Well, now that I know that she's first generation Romanian, we definitely are hiring her because they work so much harder. Americans, we just don't work hard enough, do we? As Americans,
typically, no.
We work hard so that we can just temporarily, so we can enjoy our Michelob Ultra.
Exactly.
All right. Exactly. Anyway, share with our community your customer service story.
We have a client who gave us a recording and made a comment that, hey, I think the audio quality may not be great. Please do your best to fix it. Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
So our editor jumped right in and said, let me take a listen. And our editor said, hey, it was a little rough, but I ran it through our, digital signal processing and all the professional that we are and made it sound great.
Yep.
And then he said, hey, Strickland, can you take a listen and make sure it sounds great? And I listened and I said, you did an excellent job, Mark. If you happen to be listening, Mark, great job.
Mark is excellent.
And I commented that, yes, I think you did a great job. I think it sounds great. And then the client tagged and said, hey, I've been having problems with my audio. Can you take a listen and tell me what you think?
I thought you were going to say having problems with my editor.
No. She's been having regular issues with the way it sounds, not because of the editing, because of her recording. And she's like, I want to fix this long term, not just for this one episode.
Mm-hmm.
And so I listened to it and I had a couple of ideas of what it might be. And I was thinking, okay, I'll just reply back and say, try this. When instead I thought to myself, here is a client raising their hand. Hey, excuse me. Hello. Can I have some help?
Yes.
So what do? I said, I reply back, hey, here's my availability. Are you available for a quick Zoom call? I would love to just do this with you one-on-one, face-to-face.
Right.
And then she said, yep, I'm available at these times. And then I had to step away. So it was like 20 minutes later, I got back and I said, sorry, I missed you. I am going to open a Zoom meeting. Here's the link.
Anytime.
I'll hang out and you just let me know. You just join whenever you're ready.
That's good.
And I hung out for about 10 or 15 minutes. Of course, I'm doing my thing. I'm working. I've just got my little Zoom window in the background. And our client comes on and says, thank you so much for meeting with me. And immediately, and it was funny because she's got our same microphone. She's now using the Shure MV7, which is a great mic. She says, I got this great mic. I don't know why I don't sound great. And I said, Debbie, why don't you go down to the bottom left corner, little icon.
Yep.
Does it say Shure MV7? She's like, oh no, it's not pointed to that. And she clicks it.
And then
she says, I do this. That's
the easiest solution too.
And she said, I do this with my guests all the time. And I don't think about doing it for myself. Crazy. And now I hear in my headphones, I sound so much better already. I said, I like it when it's easy.
Probably the first solution to any issue is it plugged in? It's like, is it plugged in? Have you selected the microphone? It's an easy miss, but people do it all the time.
Absolutely. But then I also had the opportunity to say, hey, Deb, how is everything? How is podcasting? Is there anything we can help you with? Is there any way we could make your process more efficient?
Is this the Transition Bridge podcast?
Yes, it is actually.
Yeah. Okay. I just wasn't sure if it was the Debbie that I knew. I mean, she's been a client for years.
I know, Debbie Ronca. And so that's why I wanted to check in. We haven't talked to her in a long time.
Right. So anything
she
that we
said
could do?
Everything is great. She loves podcasting and she loves our service and she loves us and everything is great. We can't possibly do anything better. And I said, well, if it ever comes up where we could, please reach out right away.
She's going to be very surprised when she gets the next email from us. I'm sorry, Debbie, your prices are going up. I'm just kidding, Debbie. I'm kidding. If you're a listener to the show, we're not raising your prices. I don't know that we've ever raised the prices on any of our clients. I mean, our new clients, we charge a different rate because they're newer clients and we provide a level of service, obviously. I don't know that we've ever raised prices, have we?
We have a handful of clients who were in on a
legacy plan.
Yeah, kind of.
Legacy plan.
Well, not even just legacy, but legacy and discounted.
Wow.
Right. And a couple of them, we kind of said, hey, you know what? we're not going to raise you to the full rate, okay?
All
but
right,
we
all
gotta
right.
get a,
I
we
got
gotta
it.
do a little bit
Wasn't
more.
100%. I wasn't 100%. I know. I just kind of leave all of that in your capable hands. I really don't. Did we make any money last year? Did we turn a profit? I don't
We made
know.
a couple bucks. We did make a couple bucks.
Okay.
Actually,
that's
it's
good.
funny that you say that. You leave it in my hand. I remember it was probably 2 months ago we had this conversation because I reached out to you about, I think it was 3 or 4 different clients, and
I
you
do remember that.
you were
I
like,
remember where I was.
I don't want to.
I was in Utah. I remember where I was. I was feeling very. I remember. I was away. You. Oh, wait a minute. We were having this. You were away with me.
Oh yeah, that's right. We talked about it in person. I forgot.
Right.
I forgot. And you told yourself a story that we were going to be losing these clients, and we sat down and talked about it.
That's right.
And I said, "Here's the story that I think will happen. Let's give it a shot." And we did. And
we didn't lose any of them, did we?
You're
right. We did raise prices, and I think that she was actually one that wasn't she.
It's possible. Oh, you may be right. I mean, she's still got a really good.
I know
rate.
she's still got a great price. Oh, that's very good. You did an exemplary job of servicing our customers. So
thank you.
Thank
and
you.
It's just so funny because I'm funny when it comes to money conversations, and there are many that I'm not that comfortable having. But you typically are like, no, fuck that. I was very
it's
surprised.
Different when you're selling someone in the very beginning as opposed to when you have a customer that you've kind of gotten used to having that income for a while. It's like, okay, so I dropped in the chat box something for you. I want you to click on that if you would, please. And then,
I just did. I would share my screen for our listeners, but we don't have listeners that can see that, so we won't do that.
That's true. So you can see what the Facebook Marketplace ad is for, correct? You can tell everybody if you want to.
Is it okay? So this is for Doug owns a number of vehicles. Obviously, he owns. What's your Toyota? Is it a 4Runner? No, it's a Highlander.
Toyota Highlander. It's a 2011. It's my daily.
Your daily, right?
Driver.
And then he's got his 67 Mustang.
65 Mustang.
65 Mustang.
67 F-250.
That's it. 67 Ford F-250. And then what is the year of your brand new shiny tractor? 1952 or something?
1952 Ford F9. So I'm a
That's
Ford
my
loyal
personal
kind of
favorite. That's my personal favorite. He's very Ford loyal, which is why this vehicle is on the marketplace, because he can't possibly have a BMW. 2008 BMW. What series is it?
It's the 5 Series. It's a 535i.
535i. So not the little baby one. This is a nice car, right?
Really nice car.
192,000 miles.
Right. So a lot of miles.
Now it says exterior color yellow. It looks really white in the picture.
Oh, no, that shouldn't say yellow. Wait a minute.
It does say exterior color yellow. That's why nobody's clicking on it, because it says yellow.
Yeah, let me fix that.
Dude, I'm looking through these pictures. If I didn't know that the style of it is like late 2000s,
right?
Dude, this thing looks fucking new.
I know, it does.
I mean, it is brilliant. Like, what did you do to the engine? I mean, steam clean and shit, because it looks amazing.
You know me, I'm a very detailed guy. It wasn't dirty to begin with, but I just took a little bit of extra Armor All and extra time, just kind of going through it. But I want you to read this is how people are. I want you to read the first line of the listing. Would you?
Oh God. Okay. I know where you're going to be going with this. If listing is available, the car is still for sale. And then it says, no need to ask if it's still available.
Every fucking person asks a couple questions. Mm-hmm. One, is it still available? I don't want to answer that question anymore. Mm-hmm. I mean, I do, because I just say yes. And the other question is, or not the other question, the other thing is, they want to negotiate. I'm like, would you take $2,000 for it? I'm fucking not negotiating on Facebook Marketplace messaging. Come and see the car. You're going to have to pick it up anyway. If you want to know if the price is negotiable, just ask, is the price negotiable? And I will say yes or no. But don't ask, don't say, will you take $2,000 for the car? I just say no. No, I will not.
Yeah. No, I got the same thing. I put a couple things on Facebook Marketplace, and I experienced exactly the same thing. And dude, so the parking sensor, electronic key fob, and tire pressure monitor system are not functioning. Now, the key fob doesn't work at all?
So the key fob, it's got a I replaced the battery, but I think it's so old. It's a 2008. So how old is
Hmm.
that? Almost what's 15, 17 years old. 17
Hmm.
year old car. The key fob is the original key fob, and even replacing the batteries, it doesn't function anymore. So you have to actually literally pull the key out.
Mm.
I went to find out how much a new key fob would cost. It's
Oh
close
my
to
God.
$1,000
Oh my God. Like
for
I
the
thought they
fucking key
charge a good
fob.
bit for fobs, like 200 or 300 bucks for programming, but $1,000 fucking dollars? That's
I
crazy.
think you can get a an aftermarket key fob, but
Oh,
I'm just not going to
yeah, yeah.
that degree. I just called a dealer, or I forget how I found out, but whatever. I looked it up online, and it was like $930 for the. It was like $400 to program, plus the new key, plus the
Oh
plus
my
the plus
God.
the and all the shit. So I'm
Ridiculous.
like, no, I don't need that. It also has a the parking sensor doesn't do its job properly, so it says unable to park using parking sensor. So I don't know what that is.
Well, how do you, is that like it tells you if you're too close to the curb? Big
I guess
fucking
so. I,
deal.
I think it tells you if you're too close to the person in front or behind you. Since this was before the heyday of rear view cameras,
Yeah, yeah.
it has a sensor, but the sensor isn't working. And the other thing that's not working, I think it's probably a faulty valve stem or something, is the prior tire pressure sensor. It
Yeah, well,
doesn't tell you what the tire pressure, if it's
no big
too low
deal.
or not.
Dude,
Whatever.
you're asking
I know.
$3,000. If I saw this fucking car near me for $3,000, I don't even like BMWs. I'd be like, fuck me. That
The
is a great goddamn
the
deal.
car is in like ridiculously good shape. It
It
does have some
is.
pretty good mileage on it. I mean, it does have 193,000. I think that was the latest
Come
count, but
take a look.
it's in really good shape.
So, did you look up the Kelly Blue Book value?
It's crazy. When I look up the Kelly Blue Book value, it says anywhere from $500 to $4,500.
I
I'm
am
like,
really surprised the high end is 4,500 for a BMW. My daughter just came in, Amanda, and she's like, I want that car.
My truck's
mhm.
gonna poot out at some point.
You what?
My truck is gonna die at
Yeah,
some point.
she's got a, what's your truck, a 2006?
2004
Yeah, she's got a 2004, was it GMC or something?
GMC Sierra.
GMC Sierra,
The
big
gas
old,
gauge doesn't work.
it's a
The
piece of
AC
junk.
doesn't work.
Piece of junk. But this car is nice as
I know.
shit, man. I mean,
I
for
have
3 grand?
I've
God
driven
damn.
I've driven it around, and I
Mhm.
haven't put a lot of miles on it, but I have probably put, I don't know, a couple hundred miles since I've gotten the car months ago, just to keep it moving.
Yeah.
And it's great. It's super fast. It definitely, it's got that leathery BMW smell to it,
Nice.
which is good, but it's a little irritating. It kind of makes me feel a little bit like arrogant. I don't love that extra smelly smell to it.
Mhm.
But it drives really nice, super fast, and air conditioner blows really cold,
That's
which is
important.
good. Everything seems to be in order. I don't know why it wouldn't sell quickly. I just listed it yesterday, but fuck, there are so many people, and you get those Facebook people that don't have they just have the silhouette profile. It's
Oh,
like,
yeah, no, that's a big
oh,
one.
here's a scam. Here's a scam.
Yeah,
Whatever.
no doubt.
So I had a guy, he was coming out yesterday, and he said, I'm going to get there around 5 o'clock. And I knew we had the meeting at 5:30.
Mhm.
So he basically said, I know I want to buy the car. I'm like,
Okay.
okay, cool. And he did talk to me after a few text exchanges and messages and stuff. I felt like, all right, I think this guy's legitimate. He lives
Mhm.
nearby. He
Mm.
he seems like an honest guy. He said, look, I'm gonna talk to my girlfriend because I'm gonna have to borrow some money from her. He said, would you be flexible on the price? I said, yes. We actually came to a price other than the retail price, which was fine. It wasn't that far off the mark. So I'm like, okay, this is cool. So I said to him, I'm going to send you a bill of sale ahead of time because I got to jump on a call at 5:30. And if you're here at
Mhm.
5 o'clock, he's like, okay, that's fine. I sent him that, and then he disappeared. I'm like, what the fuck? So after our meeting, because he didn't show up at 5:30, he didn't show up before
Mhm.
5:30, and he was like, I'm 40 minutes away, and it was like at 3 o'clock. So he would have been here well before the meeting.
Mhm.
Like, okay, well, maybe he's running late. He had to do some stuff and whatever. Didn't show up. I called him. I texted him after. No, I messaged him on Facebook Messenger after, and I'm like, message can't be sent. Like, he's fucking blocked me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
then I
probably.
texted him because he gave me his phone number because I told him I was putting together a bill of sale. Just give me your address and phone number, which he gave me.
Mhm.
I texted him. I said, "Hey, what's going on? Are you coming?" He goes, "This is a scam." And I'm like, "No, it's
What?
I'm
He
not
thought
a."
you were a
He
scam.
thought I was the scam. He
What
says,
the fuck?
"Who sends you a document to sign?" I said to him, "Dude, I sent you a bill of sale. Just click on it. You'll see it's a bill of sale." So he clicks on it and he sees. He's like, "This has got scam written all over it." I'm like, "Okay, never mind. Whatever.
Dude,
Fuck you."
now here's the deal. I got to admit, you
I know. I was
you're
like,
overthinking it. Like
I
I got to
know.
say, if it feels fishy and pushy if you were actually to send me a bill of sale before I've even seen the car. This is like
We
Facebook
negotiated the
Marketplace.
fucking deal already. I thought I was just
Uh,
saving. I was trying to be efficient, you know? I mean, think about it. But then I thought about it from his perspective. I'm trying to be like okay, let me understand. Let me put myself in his shoes. Okay. I sent him a link and maybe he was a little bit hesitant to click on the link and he clicked on the link and he
mhm.
saw all of these things that basically said, "I'm the buyer and you're the seller." And the
Mhm.
seller has, after he sells you the car and after we make this and you sign this, then it's,
Yeah,
it's like, fuck it. Okay. All right. I jumped the gun a little bit. I was a little excited. I wasn't excited. Look,
he overreacted. I'm not totally blaming you. I could see how the people are just so scam averse nowadays.
I
But
know,
you,
and I get that because as a seller, I'm fucking so scam adverse because everybody is basically saying, "Would you take $2,000? I'm coming right over with cash." You know what
right,
I'm
right,
saying?
right,
I'm
right
like, oh my
now.
god, I'm like, you know what? $3,000 just doesn't mean that much to me. I mean, it's a lot of money, but it's like, hey, if somebody came by and picked up the car and stole it, I would be like, oh fuck, it got stolen. Okay,
Uh,
I guess I can claim the insurance or whatever.
Dude, I wish you were closer. Seriously. I mean, my daughter's truck is in bad shape.
Put it on a check out and see how much it would cost to ship it to you. We'll get Turnkey to pay the price.
Oh, it was probably like $1,000 to ship it. All that shit.
Still
That's
worth it at
nonsense.
$4,000. Whatever. Let's
Whatever.
see. Let's take this. This is more fun to do it this way, Strickland.
Definitely. Let's see if
Let's
it
see what
sells.
let's see where
Because you see
we're
what I see happening is it's on there for a couple of weeks and nobody buys it, and my price is going down, 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 down. That's what I see.
exactly. All right. Well, we will see. Other than that, I might just have a fifth car in the family. Who knows?
I love the
Like
tractor, dude. The tractor is badass.
the tractor is pretty good. We're thinking about using the Airstream as an Airbnb. There are some regulations here in Ojai that preclude us from being able to use it as an Airbnb, but there are also as many rules that there are for it against it. There are ways around those rules if we
Right.
really want to get to it. So maybe I'll just hold on to it and just use it as hey, if you're coming into town, the Airbnb, it comes with a free car to drive around while you're here.
Whoa, what a fucking bonus.
Value
So
added. And a tractor out
totally.
front.
So you're actually coming to rent the car, but the Airstream overnight is included, right? That's
Wow.
how you get around the Airbnb.
Oh, that's very good.
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
good. I put it on the car rental network. And hey,
Mm.
while you're here, you may as well stay in our
So I'm
that's a really good
curious.
idea. Really
I
good
am
idea.
very curious what the limitations in Ohio are for Airbnb, because a lot of those communities that are higher end, they're like, oh, we don't want people fucking wandering in and
That's what it
Airbnb.
is. That's what it is. Are you is your questioning like what
I'm
is
curious
Ohio's
what the rules are.
rationale?
Like,
Oh,
how are they doing it? Like, how are they
so
trying to discourage it?
okay, so here's what they do. Number one, they tell you the county tells you, I think the county, no, the city, sorry. The city tells you if they see your house on Airbnb, then they will, I don't know if they fine you or if they tell you you can't. It's against the city code to have a short-term
Oh,
rental. That's number one.
oh wow.
Secondly, you can have a short-term rental that is longer than 30 days, but who the fuck stays in an Airbnb for 30 days?
Nobody.
I guess what we could do is we could rent it
Oh,
for 30 days, but rent it at the rate of $300 for 30 days.
but that's it. You're allowed, as long as the rental is more than 30 days, you're allowed to do it, right? So in other words,
Yes.
if you're
Yes.
renting your house or renting a room for 6 months or a year, they're okay with it. Like the 30 days is an arbitrary number that basically nobody's going to do an Airbnb for 30 days.
Right. Like we have across the street from us, there is a rental property that the guy couldn't rent it for a long period of time. So he just put it on as a quote unquote short-term, long-term rental for Airbnb for minimum stay was 30 days, but he wanted 15 grand for the house for the month.
What?
Which will bring in a really high level of person into your. I think they rented it for like 10 grand once or twice, and then they just rented it to somebody that wanted a long-term rental for 3 years. So that's who's staying across the street from us now. But there are ways, I guess, around it. Like you just came up with a great way around it. Rent my car. Now the issue is, how do you advertise it though?
Right, that's it. I mean, if the city is basically saying we are going to scour the Airbnb and Vrbo and sites and stuff for any address in Ojai, and we're going to bend you over if we see your address, like right there, you're kind of fucked.
I know. It's like, how do you get around it? Now, the only way that JJ and I have thought around it is if we talk to our neighbors and just say to our neighbors, hey, if you have anybody that's visiting or coming in town and you don't have room for them in your house, or if your house isn't big enough, or if you want just a separate place for them, we have this and we'd be willing to rent this place. We had a neighbor of ours, when it was on our driveway, a neighbor of ours said, who runs a counseling service, said, would you be open to us taking the Airstream, putting it in our backyard and using it as an office rental? Because they wanted to use it but we wanted to be able to use it too. Right. So I might consider having it in our backyard and letting them use it once a week or twice a week for them and their clients. But whatever. It's so much fucking trouble. It's like trying to sell this car. It's like, is it worth the $3 grand to even sell it? Why don't I just keep it and just hold on to it? But then it becomes a liability, because now we have a car sitting in our front yard that I'm not saying anybody's going to damage it, but we have to pay insurance. You got to drive it every once in a while.
You got to register it.
I got 4 fucking other cars. Like, what do I need it for?
Right.
Agreed. Maybe I could rent it. I probably could rent it, put it on, what's that service?
Oh yeah. Turo,
exactly. Except I don't know, 191,000 miles. Could they beat it up? I don't know. I have no idea.
Well, and you're so far from everything, right? Your closest airport's 45 minutes away.
Yeah, but you know what I'm very close to? I don't know that you've been there when you visited here, but there is the Ojai Resort that is here, which is a very exclusive, like Jeff Bezos rents the place out like once a year for a team meeting, and he takes over the whole club. The Ojai Inn, Spa and Resort, very high end. I think the rooms are like anywhere from $500 to $1,500 on average. It's got a golf course. It's really big. It like keeps the high end LA groups coming in for an extended period of time.
Interesting. That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. You got any other topics?
Shit, I didn't have anything prepared.
Well, it's good because we got 11 fucking voicemails.
What?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Dude, 11 voicemails.
When did that happen?
I don't know.
I didn't send Ashley 11 voicemail. You know what happens? I tell, it's like we get to, let's see, our episodes air on Friday. So I guess they start coming. I see them. Holy shit. They start coming in. Our voicemails start coming in on Friday, probably late morning, early afternoon. So somewhere around Monday, I send Ashley an email. I'm like, hey, I got a couple of voicemails. Could you just throw them in the folder? So she will then just dump whatever's in the voicemail. Once I send that to her like Monday, I don't check again until like Wednesday to make sure that we have any last minute ones. Like one came in today, I think. Did you get the one I sent you through email? Okay, one came in today, and I'm like, oh well, I probably should alert Strickland because I don't want to tell Ashley in the potential that it doesn't make it in there. So I just kind of, it's not that I ignore the voicemails, but I kind of forget about checking because Ashley is one.
Yeah, I hear you. And you were away. You were off fishing.
Oh yeah, I didn't even talk about my fishing trip. Damn, had a great time fishing.
Well, why don't we get into voicemails, because I'm sure you will interrupt with your fishing, and somebody may have an ask about it anyway.
Got it. Okay, we can do that. But yeah, let's get into it. We can do that. Now, have we changed the voicemail music yet?
Not yet. No.
You've been very busy.
Hasn't been a priority. I have been busy.
Okay.
New clients and shit like that.
Clients, I got it.
Here we go.
We got a voicemail from Jared. I said a voicemail from Jared. You know a voicemail from Jared.
I had a chance thinking about the theme song, the Jared theme song for a second. It's like there's a high register in the lyrics there.
The vocal.
And
Yeah, it's
in
a
the
high
vocals,
note.
sorry, in the vocals.
Mhm.
I was watching do you ever get stuck like on Instagram Reels? You just keep scrolling through them and you just see, like, I'm on Nate the Hoof Guy right now. You see Nate the Hoof Guy?
Nate
Oh
the
my
Hoof
God.
Guy?
I don't know why I get stuck on him, but I'm not even a guy that's interested in like bovine or anything like that. But there is a guy, his name is Nate the Hoof Guy. Now, if you've never seen him, Nice Guy Community, look him up on Instagram. Just Nate the Hoof Guy. Nate the Hoof Guy, all it is a close up of a cow's hoof and a problem that he is resolving, whether it's in the white lines. Yeah, I'm learning all the new technology, all the new the lingo about how I'm thinking about becoming a cow mechanic. What would that be? A veterinarian?
Yeah.
Like, he goes through the whole like issue of like, he's not even a vet. He is the guy that just comes and does cow and horse hoof maintenance. Now, you wouldn't think that was a job, would you?
No, I would
It is
not.
a job, and it is a job that requires an advanced amount of skill, network, and experience, know-how and experience. It's incredible what you can learn about hooves.
I know absolutely nothing about hooves.
If you
And-
watch Nate the Hoof Guy, you would have some knowledge, though.
No, I want to keep it that way. I don't want to gain knowledge about fucking cow's hooves. Thank you very much.
It's incredible. You think you know a lot of shit about the world until you watch Nate the Hoof Guy or any of these. God, it's so crazy to watch. Anyway, that wasn't even what I wanted to share with you, but watch Nate the Hoof Guy. Anybody that is a community member, go to Nate the Hoof Guy, please, and send me and leave us a voicemail and tell us that you're doing it, because it is fucking incredible what he is able to do. Now, if you're a little squeamish, you may just want to take it with a slight grain of salt. All right. Just understand. But it is a very cool, and know that no cows are harmed or in pain as a result of doing anything that he does. He actually creates a lot of relief. He is Nate the Hoof Guy. He's legit. And it is incredible. Anyway, the reason I brought that up was because I was thinking about the high register of the vocals on the theme song from Jared, and it reminded me of the Instagram reel that I watched. You're gonna go to Nate the Hoof Guy. What are you gonna do? Where are
I
you
don't
heading?
want to see Nate the
Where were
Hoof
you-
Guy.
where
Please
were you
continue.
heading? Where were you heading just now?
No, nowhere.
Okay.
Nowhere.
Anyway, so I was watching. Have you ever seen an Instagram reel where they start doing the like America's Got Talent? Like you ever see like the highlights from America's Got Talent? Do you not get caught in Instagram reel at all, or no?
Sometimes, but they're like less than a minute and it's the videos. And yeah, maybe I
Okay.
just get fed different ones.
Okay,
Because yeah, I
maybe.
totally
So-
do. I'll look at one and like
Okay,
another.
good.
And yeah, it
I got
definitely
it. Okay.
happens.
So America's Got Talent, they had a highlight reel of this guy that was a janitor, and the guy's overweight, and he's like not particularly put together well, but he's got to have, they're not going to do this highlight reel of a dud. I mean, this
Mhm.
guy you think is going to like bring it.
Okay.
And I'll tell you, so he starts talking to what's the guy? Who's the guy
You got
from
Howie, you got
Howie. What's the
Simon
Simon? That's
Cowell.
it. So Simon
yeah.
and Howie, and maybe one of the Spice Girls or whoever it is. I can't remember who the third one is. Anyway, they're all sitting there and they're discussing like who in the fuck is this guy and what's he all about, and what could he possibly do? I mean, you don't expect anything. But then they're like, "Are you ready to go?" And like, you still have no idea if he's going to dance, he's going to sing, what talent is he going to bring?
Mhm.
And then he does. Oh shit! I thought of another one too. I want to tell you another one. And then you just hear faithfully. You hear
Journey.
the backing track from Journey's Faithfully, and you're like, where is this guy going to go? And then
Mhm.
all of a sudden you see this guy with this uncharacteristic, amazing voice that sounds exactly like Steve Perry. And you're like,
Wow.
who the fuck? It's kind of like the guy that was he Korean or Vietnamese? The guy that took over for
Oh
Steve
yeah,
Perry?
yeah. It's
I don't remember his.
Yeah, I know who you're
But-
talking. I
but-
saw him. I
But you
saw
don't
him
expect
singing with the
that.
band. Visually, he doesn't look like he should sound like Steve Perry. Yeah.
No, you totally don't expect that out of him. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. There was another one too, but I'll get to that at another time because I know we got 11 voicemails to play.
And so he was a good singer. Then.
He was crazy good, and they stop. They don't take it to the very end so you can hear everything. They take it so that they tease you into going to click on the link for, I guess it's America's Got Talent or whatever. I didn't take it to the next step. I get caught in Instagram Reel. I could go with the best of intentions of sitting down and watching a movie on Netflix, checking email, and then somehow getting over to Instagram to check messages or something, and then getting sucked into the vortex of all of these Instagram Reels and discover I'm an hour and a half later. I've not watched the movie, but I've watched 600 Instagram Reels. Anybody else do that?
Well, it's funny because mine come up like in my feed, right? And I'll be going through, and I'll see what looks like a video, and they're horizontally across.
Right.
But I'll get through, I don't know, 7 or 8, and then that's it. And no more will come up.
No. Hold on a second. When you click on the Instagram Reel that's not in the vertical, but in the horizontal, so you can go left and right and see the 7 that are there, because I'm with you. I can go through the 7 that are there. But if you click on the 1, let's say, and you watch it, instead of going back to Facebook or back to Instagram and seeing more of them, just scroll up. Just scroll up. When you scroll up, the next one happens.
I have not done that.
You did not know that?
I didn't know. I
Oh
could
my
do that.
God. Sorry then. I'm sorry. I've created a monster. Because now what happens is I'll do the same thing. I'll be checking my Facebook feed, and I'll go through and I'll see like the first 10, and then the 11th is that horizontal line of the reels, right?
Yeah.
I'll click on the 1 and it's like, oh God. And then I click on I don't go to the right to follow the horizontal feed. I just swipe up and I go to the next one. And
yeah, I've been doing it wrong apparently.
Fucking get pulled into that.
Or maybe I've been doing it right because it forces me to stop at 7 or 8 and move on.
Oh, weeb whoop. I wanted to give you an inheritance update.
Oh, please do.
Inheritance update. Okay, so when we last left you, we understood that Uncle Morris and Aunt Mickey's home was going to need to be sold in West Hollywood before Doug and Rosalie, my mom, receive any of the inheritance proceeds. The house has yet to be listed, so we are still on the holding pattern of any proceeds that are going to be coming our way. So that is an inheritance update. I will give you more information as situation develops.
So the update is it's not going to happen anytime soon. You won't be seeing any cash.
Okay, so I did get a letter from. Did I bring up the letter from the attorney? Did I talk to you about that? I didn't get a letter from the executor. I got a letter from an attorney who the executor has hired because apparently, maybe I haven't spoken to you about this. Apparently, some people have been in the home and that don't belong in the home. So they were just sending a letter to everyone that is on the quote unquote watch list. Hey,
squatters.
Look, maybe, I don't know. Hey, look, if you have keys to the home in West Hollywood, or if you have taken anything from the house, number 1, you must return it. And secondly, we've changed the locks. So just letting everybody know. And I'm like, why would I ever dare go into my aunt and uncle's house? It wasn't my house. It never was. Even if I had a key, I would certainly check to see. And secondly, there's no way I would have taken anything. Can you believe? Okay, so let's see. Aunt Mickey died. Okay, nobody's there. Let's go to the house and start taking shit. Who the fuck would do that?
Yeah,
Who does that?
I don't know.
Greedy fucking people do that. That's the answer to that question. So I don't have any updates right now, but I will keep everybody apprised as the situation develops.
Okay. Are we ready for some voicemails? Can we finally get to the first one?
Now we are ready. 38 minutes in. We are ready for our first voicemail.
Hey, there's a question. How do you know we're 38 minutes in? Do you have a timer now?
No. So, I try really hard as quickly as you join the meeting to hit record. So it could be really only 37 minutes. How much time did we spend talking before I hit record, would you estimate?
Well, no, not very much, but I'm just wondering, how do you know that we've been in the meeting for 37 minutes?
Oh, you don't have a timer at the top? What's the top right-hand side of your screen say?
No, well, I mean, I'm sharing my screen right now. I don't see any of that. But
Well, you're
so what
sharing
you're
your
saying
screen,
is
but
that the Zoom meeting now has a timer. Like this is how long you've been in the meeting.
I
didn't think it had that.
I have a meeting duration timer.
Oh, well, there you go.
You don't have that?
I don't know. I could
There-
stop sharing and check, but I don't really care that much.
Well, there is that.
I was
Okay.
just curious.
Well,
Like,
when
I
you-
always know because when we start at the top of the hour, I just look at what time it is. But we started at like around quarter after or something. I don't remember.
Well, okay, so just so everybody is aware, I don't have any magical powers or crystal ball or anything like that. I literally I try to hit record as close to the beginning of the meeting as possible. I only arrived maybe 10 seconds before you did. You
Mhm.
joined the meeting, and what was the first thing I said to you? Do you have anything to say before I hit record?
No, I got it.
So
I got it.
it couldn't have been any more than 10 seconds. So according to our recording timer, we should be about, except for the commercial and the Steve O'Brien Open, we should be about 41 minutes into this thing right now. Okay. If you aren't following along on your Overcast player, then I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay, can we get to voicemails now?
Yeah, I never know how those timestamp things work when a client sends you a timestamp and then you have to edit and you edit something out and they're still going from the timestamp. How do you fucking do that? Because doesn't that change the timestamp?
100%. It's really annoying. You have to
God.
basically cut the thing out and leave a space.
Right.
And then so you cut all the little things out and then you go back and find the spaces and squeeze them together. It's a pain
And
in
then
the
you
ass.
have a fucking client that are sorry, I love all of our clients. But then you have somebody that's so fucking high maintenance and you have like 27 gaps that you then have to close up.
Mhm.
Damn. And some of the gaps, they are not just as easy as just closing the gap between the first part and the second part. Some of them are, I need to leave a little transition moment, a little tiny opportunity for a breath because they didn't actually leave a clear cut spot where they wanted to edit the. I used to do that to you and I know that annoyed you. I hope I don't do that anymore.
It's okay. I don't do the editing anymore usually. So
Oh, that's very true. It's somebody else's problem.
Exactly.
Thank God.
All right. Are we ready to try
Yes,
again?
now we are ready. And now that we've insulted all of our clients and probably all of our listeners too at some point.
Okay, here we go.
Let's do it.
Hey, Doug, Astrick, Jared here. So this is to neither of you. This is to answer questions of the show notes writer.
Oh, the show notes, right?
Oh,
I have to say kerfluffle.
Kerfluffle.
Doug bringing
Kerfluffle?
topics to the show is a kerfluffle. That's my take on it. I don't think it's a tizzy. I don't think your world was turned into a tizzy. I think it's a kerfluffle. Anyways, that's my 2 cents. Appreciate you guys. Love the show. I also love the show notes. Just saying. See you, fellas.
I have no idea what he's talking about. Do you?
No, because he didn't make a reference to something that we said, but I don't know that we said anything. I think that he is just making a reference to the show notes writer. Did we have, if I remember correctly, I think we did. Didn't we have in the style of like the Budweiser commercial?
Oh, Jared did an amazing
show notes
Real
writer.
Men of Genius for the show
There
notes
you
writer.
go. What
I
was
put
the
it
Real Men
on-
of Genius? What was that originally for?
Well, oh yeah, Bud Light.
Oh, okay.
Bud
It
Light
was a
is.
beer. It was a beer commercial. For some reason, I was thinking it was a beer commercial.
Because I think just a couple of months ago, maybe I put that on as an Easter egg because it's really good. Jared did it, and it's very, very good. It's written well. It's funny. It's all
You know,
good.
in my head, I had Steve O'Brien doing it, and in actuality, it was Jared, which
It was
means
Jared.
that there is a huge comparison that I made between Jared and Steve O. So, Jared, consider that a compliment.
That is quite a compliment.
That
Yeah,
wasn't even a shit sandwich. That was just a compliment.
straight compliment.
Okay, next one.
Hey, Doug, Astrick, Jared here. Voicemail number 2. So, yes, I know what a brush hog is. I actually have friends that have one, as well as tractors and all that fun stuff. And, Doug, the thing you hook up the brush hog to is called the PTO. So,
Yeah.
just so you're aware, the PTO. So that way when you're talking about it and you're asking somebody, hey, I need to hook my thingy up to my tractor here at this thingy, that thingy's a PTO. All right, fellas, appreciate you. And enjoying tractor talk so far. And by the way, love the tractor. Looked awesome.
Yeah.
I saw the picture, and I think it was in the Facebook group you posted a while ago. So, all right, fellas, appreciate you, and love the show.
Did I tell you I tried a brush hog once?
No.
Yeah, but the pig just kept rolling around in the mud, and I couldn't get him clean.
You couldn't actually get the comb through his bristles.
Exactly.
Hey, if anybody was curious, because I know Jared referenced this twice, PTO actually stands for power takeoff. Just so you're aware.
Not paid time off.
No, not paid time off. Power takeoff. It takes the power off. So a tractor has a shaft.
Okay. Now you're talking my language.
And the shaft spins with power. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So there is a power distribution through the shaft to the PTO to whatever implement that you are connecting on to the PTO. So in this particular case, the piece of equipment is called a brush hog, which is also known as a grass cutter for us laymen out there.
So it sounds like what you're saying is that when you are driving the tractor, the shaft turns like a car, like a tractor will.
Yes.
And so when you connect the brush hog, it actually uses the motion of the shaft as the power source?
Yes, the power takeoff is a device that transfers an engine's mechanical power to another piece of equipment, in this case, the brush hog. Very good, Strickland.
Engineering, it's amazing.
Wow. Okay.
All right, are we ready for the next voicemail?
Yeah, it's not the size of the PTO, it's what you do with it.
It's how strong the shaft is. Is that what you're trying to say? You got to have a big, long, hard shaft to do the job.
Oh God, we are as juvenile as it gets.
Pretty much, yeah.
Thank you. We forewarned you. Steve O'Brien told you at the beginning of the show there would be no business talk.
No.
We gave you some business at the very beginning, but that was just because we stumbled onto it for no purpose other than just sharing. Okay. Next, let's go.
Okay, here we go.
Hey, Doug. Hey, Shrek. Jared here. Voicemail number 3.
3.
Yeah, shit. I think this is 3. Anyways, you guys are listening to voicemails and Monsieur Tim. Yeah, I don't even remember how he said it last time. Anyways, Tim was talking about 65 acres, and you guys like, did he say 65? Oh. Yeah, all you had to do was hit back 30 and you'd hear it. But yes, he did say 65. Jeez. And I mean, you're missing the whole point here. He is such a fan of the show that when Doug talked about the national parks, he wanted to have his own park in his backyard. So he's got 65 acres to enjoy, all because of Doug. Don't listen to anything else he says. It's going to be a lie, right? Because we all know it's because of Doug. So I appreciate you. I'm really enjoying the show, and you guys keep it going. I can't wait till the rest. I'm still, still got almost 20 minutes left. Nice long episode. Gotta get back to it.
65 fucking acres. I'm hoping one of our other voicemails is calling to clarify that, because that is a lot of goddamn land.
It's so interesting you just said that. I was just thinking that too. I hope Tim is going to call in to clarify if he has 65 acres or not, or if he's designated him as a national park. I think that's important also.
It is.
What would you do with 65 acres if you had 65 acres?
Fucking sell it, probably. That's too much work to take care of that
Parcel it
shit.
out. Exactly.
Hell yeah.
It's a big land we live in. We have a lot of empty space here in the United States. If Tim is able to have 65 acres, just imagine how many acres a lot of other people have. I mean, Tim is just one of our many listeners. Now, he is the mayor, so I would assume that he would have more land. He's probably a landlord, if you will. I wonder if he's a slumlord. Tim, I'm curious. Do you have any rental properties? I can't imagine that you would be a guy that would be like a hard ass landlord.
I wouldn't think.
Oh my God. Speaking of which, so my neighbor got evicted.
Which neighbor?
Okay, so I got a neighbor that,
because you're in fucking Ojai. Who gets evicted in Ojai?
Okay, so there is a neighbor that it lives close to me. I won't mention any names because I don't want to be held liable for anything or slanderous or anything like that. But there's a couple of homes that are in our vicinity that, like the one across the street, they rent, but they have a family and they pay their rent. I'm assuming they pay their rent. I've never seen the sheriff show up to evict them. So there is a guy that lives down the street from me with his wife and 2 kids, and according to the landlord, he hasn't paid his rent like since March.
Wow.
Okay, and I know how much rent can be here, so it's tens of thousands of dollars at this
Significant amount of
point
money.
for 6 months or 5 months not paying rent. Now, he claims that there is some mechanical issues, but like there's a plumbing issue. Like,
Mhm.
there's not a fucking plumbing issue. There is no fucking way. Maybe he's fabricated a plumbing issue.
Mm-hmm.
So we understood that he went to court
Mm-hmm.
and he lost and he appealed it and he lost again. Now, I don't even know what he's claiming, but I looked him up on public records.
Ooh.
This has happened, or something similar to this has happened, a minimum of 3 other times in the last 10 years.
To that same guy.
With that same guy, with the same wife mentioned in the judgments or court cases.
Now,
Like,
just to
failure to
clarify,
pay-
this is the tenant, not the
tenant.
landlord.
Correct, the tenant. So failure to pay rent, failure to do as promised, failure to whatever. It's a pattern that they have set up, and I'm thinking it's a pattern because this is what they do.
It's a scam, right?
It's a fucking scam.
Because it takes people that are renters have a lot of laws on their side. And like, you're right. I mean, I don't know legally what it is, but I know you've got to not pay rent for quite a few months before there's any possibility of being evicted.
And then there's a complexity issue here when you have kids also. When you have kids, they won't throw you out on the street. That's one. When you have a complaint, they won't throw you out on the street. If you say, hey, look, I have a plumbing issue. The plumbing issue is the reason why. They're gonna side on the side of the tenant before the landlord, even if
oops, sorry.
even if the landlord, I was like, what? Hey, that sounds like Tim. Maybe we're gonna get to the bottom of this.
Yeah.
But I'm like, can you believe it? Can you imagine going through life? So I connected with the person because we know each other because he lives at the end of the block and all that stuff. So I connected with him and I'm like, hey, dude, you move? And he said, yeah, I had to get the cars off of the driveway so they could dig up the driveway to do plumbing. We'll be back in a week. We're resolving this. We'll be back in a week. I'm like, you're fucking not going to be back in a week because I know what's happening behind the scenes here. You've lost a court case. There's attorneys involved. All of the shit's happening. You've lost, and now you're getting kicked out. This is just
right. He's trying to save face.
Right.
He's lying to you because you'll never see him again.
Right. I'm like, and I thought not that he owes me anything, but I thought we were friends. It's like, I'm a little disappointed because I actually liked the guy. I thought he was a good guy. He was a good neighbor. He was a good family guy. He liked cats. We had his wife and him over for dinner. Like, fuck.
Yeah, that's tight.
It's really bad. It's disappointing. And it's just, it's hurtful. Now he's not doing anything for me and I don't want to he doesn't owe me anything. But at the same time, it's like, just leave, goodbye, see you later. Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Do you know the owner at all, the landlord?
Only because, okay. So this was the other thing that we started to understand a little bit more deeply here. The owner is an out-of-state owner.
Mm-hmm.
So she lives in another state, close to where Tim does. If you know who the first word of the Tim part, he lives in that same exact state. Okay,
like you're worried to say what state.
Just don't
they
want
live
there to
in?
be any danger at all.
Okay.
So anyway, the owner lives in another state, and so she had some circumstances that she had to move, not financial, but she had to move. Maybe because of grandkids or something. So she moved back east, and so they're 2,000 plus miles away. So while all of us people know her, and she has some really close friends that are like the next door neighbor and the next door neighbor to them. It's like, what the fuck can you do? Like, what can you do? Yeah. I was so pissed. JJ wants to put up like a message on Nextdoor or, Facebook or anything like that. But it's like, these people they're pretty like hardcore. Who knows if they would take vengeance or anything like that? Like
Yeah. And look, I got to say, anybody that is renting, right? you got to do a little due diligence. The public record search that you did you have to pay for it?
Right. Did you do a credit report? Did you do
Right. I mean, if you just if I'm renting to somebody and I'm thinking that I'm going to let them live in my house for a year,
$1 million house?
absolute right, $1 million house. The absolute basic bottom line first thing I'm going to do is, do they have a history of fucking over their landlords? And apparently they have a history of at least 3 times doing this.
All I had to do was run a brief check, and I could see that they had a history of that. And there was several court cases, and it was not inconsistent with the exact story that they were dealing with here, that they just don't pay their rent. They just don't. And they come up. Now, in my mind, I'm thinking, do they actually have some rationale as to why they feel like this is a repeated like why? Like, I think in their mind they feel like they have a legitimate reason. I don't really feel like they are scamming anybody. I really think that they feel like they are owed this. What do you think?
You're saying that even though they have a history of doing this,
I'm with you.
You really believe in your heart that they didn't plan this, that they really had.
No, I'm not saying they didn't plan it. I'm just saying that they don't they feel like, okay, you and me, let's say that we're a couple here, Strickland, and we move in somewhere and we're like, okay, are we going to do the thing? Yeah. Are we going to do the thing where we pay the security deposit in the first month's rent, which they did? We're going to pay the security deposit in the first month's rent, and then we're going to find something wrong, and we're going to decide that we're not going to pay. Are we going to do that thing here? Is that like the plan?
No, but that's important too. So as far as you know, did they pay anything beyond the very first month's rent and the security deposit?
No.
Yeah, it's a total fucking scam. Come on, I'm sorry. Who goes and sees a house that they're going to rent, right? And then basically you check it out, you make sure everything works fine, and then you move in and you're like, hey, look, there's something funny, like the hot water heater doesn't heat up enough, or there's a fucking leak in this whatever, right? And you tell them that right away, and then like you basically don't pay the very first month's rent. That's bullshit. That's a total fucking setup scam. And then especially if they've done it at least 3 times in the last 10 years.
Well, in looking back to the court records, it's easy to see that they, I get a little bit carried away with some of this shit sometimes. I started documenting it. I'm like, I want to follow the trail here and see what happened. It's too coincidental that they've had the same issue 3 or 4 times where they've decided that they're not paying rent because they're pissed at the landlord.
No, that's it. There's no fucking coincidence there.
Yeah.
There's no coincidence.
Somebody from our audience should call their employers and just give them all sorts of shit about it. Hey, do you know that you employ a deadbeat? That to me is like it's just so alarming to me. And maybe I live this innocent life in this crooked world, or I live this straight life in this crooked world, that for me, I just don't understand how anybody could do that. Do they take into account the fact that there is actually a human being that has to pay taxes and a mortgage payment, or is not getting rent because you're decided you're going to give them trouble? And not only that, but they have to hire an attorney and go through the stress. Like, do you think a 70-fucking-year-old woman wants to deal with this shit?
No, that's why it's called a scam. They don't care.
I hate them. I hate them for her. I hate them for the world too. I hate that there are people in the world that are willing to do that. But then at the same time, it's like, well, then you should be the outspoken one. You should say, come hell or high water, you're going to do everything that you can to stop them. I want to put an ad on, I want to put a post on Nextdoor. I want to put it on Facebook. I want to plaster their fucking photo everywhere. But you know what? They're such jerks that they would probably take me to court and win some stupid thing and just drag me through it's like, I don't want to fucking deal with it. It's not my problem. Then, and I think that's part of the problem that we have with unfortunately with people, and me being people.
Yeah. I'm with you.
Why am I not willing to step out and do it?
I don't know. Well, can we get to the next voicemail?
Yeah, next voicemail.
Okay.
Doug, Strickland, JD here. I was going to try the Jared approach. I always mean to leave you guys voicemails, but sometimes I forget and I'm busy. I just listening, and congratulations on the tractor. Yes, I know what a brush hog is. Just be very careful, as you know. Heavy equipment, it will damage human beings pretty easily. So just be careful whenever you start messing around with your tractor. Other than that, I guess you guys have a great day. Bye-bye.
Thanks, JD. I appreciate
Thanks, JD.
that.
Appreciate that.
I've heard the same thing about highway work or getting in a vehicle at high speeds too, or any of those things. So I am, and I thank you for the safety message. This what was it called? A public service announcement. The
PSA could be
PSA
harmful to humans.
That's right. Yeah, machines can be harmful to humans. I will keep that in mind as I am drinking and not tractoring at the same time.
Big way.
Thanks, JD. Appreciate the message, man.
Cool. All right. Next voicemail.
Hey, Doug and Strick, Tennessee Tim. Happy Saturday to you in the Wayback Machine. That's when I'm listening to this. I am super excited about your tractor. So I'm very happy for you. Growing up in Tennessee, we called your brush hog a bush hog, and that's actually a brand name. So if you're looking in your search for a used one, look up bush hog, B-U-S-H, bush hog. Just a little bit of tip of information to help you out. Love the show. Have a great day. I'll keep listening.
Okay, the bush hog, the brush hog. We're getting everybody that knows about the tractors, and
I don't know that we've had this much response on anything that we've done. The tractor has really pulled people. You know, maybe we just have a tractor related podcast. Is that good?
Yeah, that's your next podcast. How many do you have right now already?
Got a Ford Mustang the early years, Ford trucks the early years, and probably Ford tractors the early years. I said to JJ, hey, let's come up with a show about our Airstream, and let's do a show about cats. That would be fun. You know, the cats might have legs. I mean, literally and figuratively. The cats podcast that could actually grow feet.
Yes, I was going to say, might have legs. How do you mean that literally? I hope your cat.
I mean, it might legs. Go. What I mean, it might be successful. We might be able to land all sorts of food sponsors and all the. You know me, I'm always looking from the business angle.
Mm-hmm. You're very clever.
But Strick, I think we should have a tractor segment every week. Yeah. So what have you done with the tractor? I can tell you for the last week, I've done absolutely nothing with the tractor. It's a lawn ornament right now.
I'm going to pass on that one, by the way.
Thank you. It is appreciating in value. That's all.
Okay, we ready for the next voicemail?
Hey, Doug. Hey, Strick. It is Tennessee Tim Hill. Voicemail number.
Hey, hit pause for a second.
It's like I'm from Montreal.
You know, it's funny. He said Tim Hall. And then he corrected in Tim Hill. Of course, Tim knows his name. But do you remember the name of the magician that Washington Talent represented back in the 2000s? It was Tim Hall.
Oh yeah, oh my God, I remember that.
Tim Hall. He was like a 6 foot tall, blonde,
skinny
guy, right? He was like a blonde version of me.
Yeah,
and he was really a good magician. And so I just thought that was
who is the guy that went to Vegas? Because I think he's still performing.
Oh, that was
not
Josh, not Josh, but what's his name?
Starts with an A, right?
Yeah. No. Oh, you're talking about Alanu?
Yeah, Alanu. I think is still in Vegas.
But what about the other guy, Josh, the one that? Shit, I don't even remember his name. Hold on a second. I can. Famous Josh magician. He was so much in his head. Oh my God, the biggest fucking ego guy. What the fuck was his last name? I can't remember. But
I think I remember who you're talking about.
Magicians have to have an ego because it's like they're all about staging and personality and stuff. So
yeah. I think he was. If I remember correctly, he was really talented, but not as talented as his ego would have.
Right.
Yeah.
And Alanu, who had a very little ego, was ultra talented, a really good guy, and ended up doing pretty well in Vegas. What the fuck is Josh's name? Magician Josh Washington.
I don't remember.
Talent. Okay, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Let's keep it going. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Anyway, I was trying to talk about the merch site that we've had a few orders from Erica and Emily and Strick that there's not enough right now to send you a check. So once Steve O'Brien ads run and the big professional voice come through and we get a lot of orders, then I will cut you a check and I will put a 3-week hold on it
as well. Go back to another conversation that we had earlier last week or the week before. That is, that's very funny. Were you
Look,
worried that Tim was running away with all the money? Were you concerned?
Tim, really, that $12.47. I don't know, 3-week hold. We need it faster than that. I'm sorry.
It could kind of go hand in hand with the segment that we left behind, maybe at the beginning of August or September, and maybe we just put all of that money into a Robinhood account.
Good idea. Good idea. We'll buy the right stock and then lose it all.
Tim, we'll tell you when we're ready to take down all the cash. All right, but we're very concerned about
you.
taxes.
Hold on to the check until then. We're all good. We are in no rush, my friend.
Tax liability. We want to kind of lower our tax liability as much as possible. If holding it in a holding account is really stressing out your accountant, Tim, we'll take down the $12. But if not, we'll figure you hold on to it until you're ready to give it to us.
Exactly. Okay, here we go. Voicemail number 7.
Hey, Doug and Strick, Tennessee Tim, voicemail number 12. I was thinking about you saying that neither one of y'all have met Steve O'Brien, and I'd met him a couple times when I used to travel in Indianapolis where he lived. We had breakfast, and if you think he's cool on the phone, he's even cooler in person. He's just a really cool guy. And then it made me think about the time that Strick, Jenny, and Marcel and I met up in Illinois and went to a Lincoln Douglas debate cosplay. That's not the right word. Reenactment. Flat Doug with us.
Oh yeah.
A happy memory there. All right, that's all. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Man, that was so much fun. Flat Doug. I can't remember how Facebook came up because we went to talk to the guy who played Lincoln, and somehow that came up, and he's like, "Oh yes, I am familiar with the Book of Faces." Yes. He was very much in character, and it was very funny. But it really, they played a lot of it. You would have enjoyed it, Doug. It was so funny because we were like, "Oh my God, we got to get Lincoln. We got to get a picture with Lincoln, with Flat Doug." We just thought it'd be funny, and we were like, "Okay, this is going to be fucking boring. We don't want to stay for the whole thing, so we'll just sort of sneak in before it starts, right? Get a picture and then sneak out." And it didn't work out that way. It was one of these where we were like, it would have been really obvious if we'd snuck out, and we were like, fuck. And it was really good. It was very entertaining. It was very entertaining.
Was it a one-man play or was it
2-man? Because it was recreating the Lincoln debate. Apparently, I don't even know the whole fucking history, but it was these debates that he did where it was him against some senator that when they were running for president,
right?
Apparently was very much the turning point of the election.
Wow.
Like that Lincoln basically did a couple of these debates with this guy and crushed him. And a lot of people think that that's why he won the presidency.
Wow.
But the way they staged this, it was as if we were in the 1800s, right? As if they were really there. But there were certain things that they would reference as if they were like here today, but they were like 150-year-old people. It was very
I forget
funny.
what they call that. They have when Shakespeare, many of his plays Shakespeare did set in a time long ago. And so when they are actually doing the acting, they are referencing something in today's date. There's actually a term for that. I don't know what that term is, but
Interesting.
Shakespeare was one of early on adopters of that style. Let's call it.
Nice.
But,
Okay, here we go.
Just so everybody knows, that was a teeny bit of education there. Just a little bit.
But it wasn't business education.
No, it wasn't, and neither was the tractor. But when we defined what a PTO is, and Strickland started talking about the shaft, had to bring that up.
Right, important stuff. Okay, here we go.
Hey, Doug and Strick, Tennessee Tim again. I think this is voicemail number 4. I'm not sure I've ever left this many voicemails, but always good to set a record, break a record. To clarify on the 65 acres in Tennessee.
Oh, good.
When Michelle's parents came down about, 10, 12 years ago, they bought 65 acres. And then over the course of time, the intent was to have the whole family down there. So it is between Michelle's parents, Michelle and I, and Michelle's sister, divided that up by 3. So I'm not responsible for the whole 65 acres. There is a creek, not a stream. We have a pond. We have a pool, kind of a community pool that everybody uses, and we share the upkeep on that. So we basically have a compound down here in Tennessee. So I just wanted to clear that up for you. But it is a blessing. It is fun. We have great views, rolling hills, woods, and critters. So there's the answer to your question. Talk to you soon. I might leave another one. You never know.
65 fucking acres. Even if you've got 4, 5, 8 people living there, shit, you could have enough. You got enough space where you never have to see each other. That's crazy.
When the SEAL team or the commandos or whoever it was that took down Osama bin Laden, they kept referring to his the place that he was when they discovered him as a compound. So as soon as Tim said that, I put him in terrorist mode for just a quick second. Tim, I pulled you out of terrorist mode though, but I just wanted to let you know what my first thought was like, hey, Osama bin Laden had a compound also.
Well, now I know which open I've got to use today.
Oh, which one?
I don't know if you caught that reference. He's like, yeah, I got a pool, got a pond, that's like the Caddyshack reference.
Yeah.
He's like, you got a pool, got a pond. Yeah. That would be good. Like the pool. He goes, no, I think the pond would be better for you. Yeah.
I don't know if you can read that, but here,
Heather,
I just got
2008 BMW, hidden information. Okay. And then what does it say below that?
What's the first line under the
Okay, well, I'm sharing my screen so you're too small. Oh, wait a minute. I can switch this in Zoom now.
Yeah.
All right, where do I do that? Video, remote control, show meeting. Here we go.
Okay. What's the first line?
Yes. Are you interested in talks?
No, above that. Oh, shit.
Yeah, no. Sorry,
anyway,
menu.
Let me read it.
The menu
you,
is
so
above
it's
it.
Easy. So the first thing that Heather about the 2008 BMW says, hello, is this still available? I'm just going to write no. Okay. That'll just end that conversation. Anybody that asks me, is it still available? From now on, they're just going to get a no because I don't want to sell it that bad. I don't really care.
Okay,
people ready? Trying to negotiate with me. I'm like, fuck, I don't need the money that badly. Good. Maybe at a different time in my life, maybe when I was about to get into college or when I was having kids. But you know what? I'm almost 60 fucking years old. I don't need your money. Hold on to your money. I'm just doing this to get it off my driveway. That's what I'm going to say. That's going to be my next line. I'm just doing this to get it off my driveway. Yes, I'm ready. We're on number 8.
Okay. 9.
Sorry, it's very tiny.
Hello, Doug. Hello, Strickland. It's Erica here.
Hello, Erica.
Wait, every time I say that, I feel like I'm saying, hello, Newman.
Hello, Newman.
Anyway, I have 2 things for today. One is old news, one is new news. Sorry for the old news, but I got to re-ask you because you didn't answer my question. My question last time I called, and you answered part of it, but not all of it, is why didn't my husband Steve's skincare kit contain the burn pad
I don't know
that you and Emily were talking about?
Burn pads.
Is it because Emily and you got a special kit, or because it was missing out of his, or was it because he got, like, I don't know, the senior skincare kit? So anyway, please answer that one. And the second thing I have to talk about is a recommendation for TV binge watching, enjoyment. Apple TV, and it's the Vince Vaughn show, and it's called Bad Monkey.
Oh, it's
watching it.
I'm watching it.
Me too.
Hysterical. It's funny, dark humor, a little bit of whodunit in there. Light.
Classic Vince Vaughn.
We're not talking like, some major dig your teeth in, but really entertaining, really good, and goofy. That's about as best as I could say. So far, there's 5 episodes, and the new one will be released, each week after that. So anyway, I love it. I think you guys will too. Maybe I'm off, but give it a shot. At least watch the first 2 before you decide not. But it is funny, and it's eccentric. I guess that's the word. All right. Love you guys. Love the show, and we'll talk to you another time. Bye.
I've been watching that. I didn't realize it was one of these where a new episode comes out every week, which I get annoyed with. I like the Netflix style where they just put it all out at once, but
Yeah, let me tell you, what my criticism is not about the show or the characters, because it's total Vince Vaughn and his Vince Vaughn style. And what JJ says is Vince Vaughn doesn't play anybody other than himself.
And
He
what's
just
wrong with that? Because he's an entertaining guy.
Nothing
I
wrong with that.
love it.
He's an entertaining guy. I think that he could probably ad lib the entire show and it would be great. But the problem is exactly what you had just said. I have a very hard time because I'm so used to being able to binge watch like 4 or 5 seasons in a weekend.
Mhm.
You know, it's like, okay, now I'm waiting for the next episode. It's kind of like I got caught up in the storm of Only Murders in This Building. And right now they're in their 4th season, I think. Yeah.
Have they started the next season? I haven't
Yeah, they
started watching the
started,
next
and there's just a couple of episodes. It's like oh God, now Only Murders in This Building and Bad Monkey. Now those are 2 shows that I have to wait every week to get the next. You can't even watch 2 episodes at a time. And God forbid that we would basically not watch television for a couple of weeks and let everything kind of at least get a recording bank going. Oh
Yeah.
my God. Yeah, a little perturbed about that. But Bad Monkey, very, very good show. I do enjoy watching that.
Well, and then The Old Man. You said you watched that too, right?
That's the one about
Jeff
with
Bridges?
Jeff. Yeah, Jeff Bridges. Yeah.
Yeah, I just watched that one. Now, the season 1 is only 7 episodes, but man, they leave you hanging at the end of the season, and it's really good. But it starts again September 12th, so it starts up next week.
All right, I'm writing it down again because Jeff Bridges. I got to go remind myself about what the show is all about because I can't recall any of it in my. I watch so many fucking shows.
Mm-hmm.
It's yeah. I mean, Netflix.
Yeah, The Old
is
Man was
like
very good. I like it.
taking over my
I'm excited
life.
for the new one.
Do you have a challenge when you go from Netflix to, I mean, like the user experience in Netflix is so far superior to any other. I watch Hulu and I'm like, even when I watch Apple TV, and you would think Apple has this down, like
You would think.
why don't they highlight it properly? I don't understand how Apple highlights it. So subtle that I can't tell what I'm actually mousing over, not mousing over, but actually, cursoring over if I'm using my TV set.
Yeah.
It makes it hard to
The navigation is not great. I totally agree. Like, which one is highlighted? What am I getting ready to click on? I want to know.
Why doesn't Apple understand this? Why wouldn't they want the user experience? It's not like they don't have R&D dollars that they can, or focus group dollars that they can put to use here.
Right. It's not complicated.
Netflix has really got this down. I think the biggest challenge that I have with Netflix is that they just don't have enough content. They just don't have enough. I need more. I run out of shit all the time. I need more, and I need more, and I need more good. I can't have more. Like, there are some sucky movies that are out there. Have you ever like sat through a movie thinking, I'm going to watch a little bit more of this because I know it can't be this bad all the way through?
Right. Oh yeah, totally. Totally.
I'm like, come on. I got to sit through another 10 minutes because it can't possibly just be this bad and predictable.
Are we, how far are we in now?
Sorry, we are an hour and 17 in right now.
Okay, let's keep going. Here.
Apologies,
Next
folks.
voicemail.
Hey, Doug. Hey, Strick. Erica
Hello,
here,
Erica.
voicemail number
Sorry.
2. This time I'm calling with humble pie. I'm making a public apology to you and in front of the entire community for the absolute shithole of a mess that I made for your team at Turnkey Podcast Productions this week.
No.
I made so many errors in putting up my podcast episode and the show notes, and I was in a rush and I made a mess, and I've asked you for 9,000 edits, and now I know I'm going to be on your list of your top most bothersome clients, and I just want to apologize from the bottom of my heart and to thank you both for your gracious team and you replying and taking care of things. So that's it. Mea culpa. Love you both. Love the show. And I really apologize. Bye.
Okay, so I have a couple comments on that.
I'm going to make them after you, so go ahead. And you can ask me questions if you would like also.
First of all, Erica, we appreciate that. You certainly did not need to do it in the public forum. That is the Nice Guys on Business here. That's our turnkey. And as much as we appreciate it, I don't feel there was a need for you to apologize to the whole world as much as we appreciate it.
That's
Second
first.
thing, that's first.
Second
thing is you're worried that you're going to be like on our shit list because
Oh my God.
because you made us do some extra work. Okay,
Yeah,
there's a couple of reasons you are absolutely not going to be on our shit list. Okay. Number one, you have been an excellent client of ours for a number of years. I don't even know how many years. We've rarely had a problem. And so you have many, you've got brownie points built up, right? We know that this is unlike you. And we understand that stuff happens sometimes. And then the second thing is, that's also presuming, this is number 3. The last thing is, you're presuming that like Doug or I actually know anything about this, because we have people that are doing the editing for us, and we know they're not going to complain because they just, they appreciate our clients as well. And, unless it's something that's happening on a regular basis, they're just going to fix it and not even say anything to us.
That is my 1 and my 2 and my 3 and my 4. I'm like, I don't even know what she's talking about.
Right. Yeah.
So number 1, you pay for a service, you get the service. Doesn't matter how much of a pain in the ass are you, and you aren't a pain in the ass because we aren't even aware. Our team is set up to deal with not complaints. Our team is set up to deal with fixing any problem that comes up, and they're so good that they just fix the problem. I didn't even, Erica, literally, until I just heard this just now, I had no idea there was even an issue. And I was pretty confident Strickland we were listening to the message looking like doe-eyed into the camera.
No idea.
Yeah. And the other thing is, how sometimes like you could have a problem and okay, maybe the owners aren't, or the people, the proprietors aren't sharing with you what the actual thing is. Our team didn't even say anything to us.
No. We never would have known if you hadn't left this message.
Talking to each other, saying that there was a problem.
Yeah.
So all good, Erica. Thank you.
Don't get it. Okay, last voicemail. This is the one that you sent to me.
Bring us more problems. Bring us more problems. Everything's fine.
Absolutely. Here we go.
Oh my goodness. Hi, Strickland. Hi, Giggle Doug. I have missed you guys so much. I was about to say work has been busy and school has been busy, and it has been, but new development in my life. I don't have a job anymore. So school has been busy.
Shit.
Moving forward, school's going to be busy, but I'm going to get another job. So that'll be busy again soon too. Oh my gosh. Enough about me. Y'all are rocking the fuckery, and I am so grateful for the comic relief and enhancement to my day that you bring. So really, this is just a call to say, I love y'all. I'll talk to you later. I won't talk to you later, but I'll call and leave a voicemail later. Okay? Okay. Bye.
Oh, that was Sally. That was very sweet. That was very thoughtful.
I'm so sorry, Sally, that you lost your job, but it doesn't sound like it's hitting you in a bad spot, though. It sounds like you're kind of like welcome the release of that.
Shit happens. These things happen sometimes.
Now I know that you've had other conversations with Sally at other times. Was this a job that she likes or doesn't like? Can you shed any light on the situation that would be able to be discussed?
I don't know. I'll have to reach out to her and find out. I don't know.
Very curious. Sure. I know how all you Texans stick together and stuff. I'm just curious. Sally, apparently it was not a job that was had a lot of emotional pull for you. But the other thing is, it sounds like you're excited that you're able to focus, a lot of your efforts on school. Any idea what she's studying in school?
I believe it's theology.
Well, would that be like the study of God?
Yes, religion. Yeah,
wow.
Religious studies.
Does one become a theologian? Does one become
theologian?
Theologian? Does one become a?
I think she's just going for the piece of paper, and I think that was the quickest way to get the piece of paper.
God,
because she already had a bunch of credits from other schools.
I remember when I was at College Park, and I know, Strick, you're just about 115 credits short of graduating. So you're not too far away. When I graduated, it's not like I was much better. I graduated to get the piece of paper 100%. But like my last year, I think I had classes like on Tuesday and Thursday only, and I was taking like volleyball. I'm like seriously, you think you're getting something over on the institution, but they're the one that's collecting the $25,000 a year or $50,000 a year check for you play volleyball.
Exactly. Shit, they're going
They
to
don't
cash the
care.
check either way. They
don't
do
care. And
not
you know what?
care.
It's the only place that I know that you could pay a lot of money and not be guaranteed anything. You know, 'cause, like,
Yeah.
I think about, this is back in 1986. School was only $5,000 a year, not a semester, but a year. So the let's say on the outside between room, board, everything all in, let's just say it costs my parents $50,000 for me to get a 4-year education at a state school. For $50,000, you're absolutely guaranteed nothing. No job. No, you're not even guaranteed like an education. Because if you can take volleyball and get out of that school, yeah, plus the university specified requirements and all of that shit. But God, I don't know if given the opportunity to get an education, a higher level education again, if I would go to like college or if I would go to trade school. I'm pretty sure I would go to trade school.
I think so too. Given the choice again, I'm definitely very down on higher education in general, and it's really about cost versus benefit. If it didn't cost nearly as much money, I might not be so down on it. But it's just such a fucking scam.
Final thought before we wrap up here, Strickland. I know that we've been doing this a long time, but we are getting to be magicians at stretching 20 minutes of content into
an hour and a half or so.
Into an hour and a fucking half. It's like becoming more of the norm. An hour is no longer enough. Remember when 30 minutes was like, oh my God, we got to go 30 minutes. We've got to go 20 minutes. Strick, how prepared were we for today's episode? You came with one topic. I had none.
Prepared? No, not a little bit. No.
We'll figure out how to take this down the road a little bit further, make a little profit from this. And at some point we will be celebrating. Oh, wait a minute. 10 years is coming up. What are we doing? What did we just say that we're doing?
When is it? Well, when is the, well, we're,
February of 2025 will be our 10th year.
It's crazy. I was going to, on occasion, maybe once a month, post, repost some classic episodes from way back. The other one that I listened to a piece of recently that I found the downloads to was, you'll remember it, episode 200.
Oh, geez.
That one was funny. It was such a shit show.
Gary, we had Mantra Munchies being our sponsor, all of the things. We were at your house. We did it. Technology was definitely not our friend.
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
Oh, God. All right. Well, so wait, are you going to post that one soon?
Maybe I'll do that one this week.
At some point in September.
Yeah. And then I found all of our first 5 or 10 episodes. I've got recordings of all of them.
My God, podcast gold.
I know, it's crazy, right?
Gold. Jeez.
Yeah.
We had no idea what we were doing, like we do now.
Yeah.
All right, let's head out of here. Until next week, everybody, Steve O'Brien, go ahead and take us out of here.
For the Nice Guys on Business, I'm Steve O'Brien. I've done opens and closes for these bozos for 400 plus episodes. I've moved, I've had plastic surgery, I keep renewing the restraining order, but nothing has worked. They keep on finding me.